welcome back to my channel. I am Shelly and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, and this is a super exciting video because I actually recently just went to San Diego, California. My boyfriend had a business trip, so I tagged along and kind of hung out in the hotel, and we were able to go to a couple of thrift stores. So yeah, both of them were Goodwills. The first one I only spent maybe like half an hour, and it was just on a street where we already were, and we were like getting dinner and stuff, so we just popped in there. I only grabbed one thing from that store, so I will show that. And yeah, so I have a bunch of Thrift With Me footage I'm going to insert, and then we will be back here for the haul portion.
Here is the first Goodwill. This one we were only in for about a half an hour, but I did want to show you kind of some clips from this one as well. Their pants were priced pretty high, so there is this pair of Madewell jeans that I saw, but they were $15, and then they also had quite a few pairs of Lululemon leggings, and they were all marked from like 20 to 25, but none of them were styles that I would pay that much for, so I left all of those. I also saw this cute pair of J. Crew heels, but they were $13, and I didn't really want to bring shoes home since I was flying. And then here is the next Goodwill, and this is a good video to show the layout. So both of the Goodwills that I went to were a very similar layout. They both had this front section that they had kind of more like curated, like theming to it, and this one at the moment had like a Halloween area kind of, but they also had like a dressier section of different colors and like a jean section. And I think they just like putting those themes together because they weren't really anything more desirable. They weren't like high-end brands or anything. They were just seemed like the same items that were in the rest of the store, but they just like to kind of add that front section up there. And then both of the Goodwills were pretty small. They were both in the city, and they both had their shoes at the top of the racks. But I didn't look through too many shoes. I didn't see any that caught my eye. And so yeah, here's some belts. And then I'm going to show another clip so you can see a little bit more of that front section. And this area was a dressier section. And so they had like some heels and different like shoes that were more fancy, and they had different like dress sections, like this one over here. This is a BG dress, and it was pretty expensive. I think it said $18.99, but they had like red, black, and white dresses right here. And then now we're gonna go into some jeans. I unfortunately didn't find any jeans that I picked up at either store, but I just wanted to show some pricing and some brands. There was this Hudson pair of jeans that I don't really pick up, but I wanted to see what they priced at, and they were $7.99. And then there was also the 7 for All Mankind pair that they marked a little bit higher at, I think it was $12.99 or $13.99. And so yeah, they definitely do mark stuff up, and all the items are individually priced, whereas in Boston and most Goodwills I go to, each item is the same per section. So all jeans are one price, all dresses are one price. So yeah, now we're going to get into the haul.
Okay, so now we are going to do the haul. So like I said, I only grabbed one item from the first Goodwill, and I do still have prices on here, so I will show you those. So this first item is Big Bud Press, and these are the work pants. And I absolutely love selling Big Bud Press. These are in a size medium, so they're kind of a wider, fuller leg. And yeah, I was very excited to find these. These are $70 flip maybe. I paid $7.99, which is a little bit more than typical prices I would pay in Boston here. So yeah, so I grabbed those. And so that was the only thing I grabbed at the first Goodwill I stopped into. And then the next Goodwill, I grabbed this dress, and this is Dress to Population. It has this really cool fringe down here, And this is actually new with tags, which is awesome. So this is an extra small. And this was $14.99, so that's like double what dresses are in Boston. So like I said, in the Thrift With Me, the prices were like per item, which the Goodwills in Boston, it is like flat pricing. So dresses are one price, jeans are one price, tops are one price, but everything was priced differently. And they did mark a lot of stuff up, so yeah, there definitely was stuff I probably would have gotten, but it was just priced too high. Okay, this next item is a pair of leggings, and these were only priced at $5.99, which like for their pricing seems low. And these are Belly Bandit, and which is like a maternity postpartum kind of brand, and these are a size large. So I grabbed those. Next is this pair of leggings, and I feel like these are probably the 7/8 length, but they're just plain black leggings, and these were $6.99, and these are from Girlfriend Collective, and these are a size small. So these are just like their typical compression leggings. And then another pair of leggings. These I was kind of excited about. I picked up a ton of Sweaty Betty recently. These were also $6.99, and so these are Sweaty Betty, and they are the Power 7/8 legging, and these are in an extra large. So I picked these up, and it does have one pocket, and yeah, so here is Sweaty Betty, the logo, and there are those. And then a few more items. I picked up this shirt. It's a long sleeve shirt, and it's from Box Lunch, which is a brand. They do a lot of Disney stuff and Harry Potter, anime, just a lot of stuff like that. And it's a store, and this is with Harry Potter. And so this is a Gryffindor. It's kind of like a Spirit jersey, but like it's not as thick as a Spirit jersey. But I was excited to find this. It is new with tags. For $7.99, and then it is a size small. So there is that. Next up, oh, this is a men's Lululemon. What is this called? Just has like a button placket in the front, and there's the logo. This is a size medium, and this didn't have a tag on it actually. So I asked at the register, and they said it would be $14.99 since it was Lululemon. So I did pick this up. Men's Lululemon sells really well for me, so I grabbed that. Next is, these are all wrinkly because they were in my suitcase. This is just Madewell. It is an extra small, and maybe I shouldn't have picked this up. It's just like a nice little simple piece, and this was $6.99. It was from summer 2019. So yeah, so here's this, and then a couple more items. Here is a Disney piece, but this is Disney and Hot Topic, and so here's this, but this is a size 2, so it's a 2X. It's similar to Torrid sizing, and it is Beauty and the Beast, and this was $9.99, which I think it was just more expensive because it was new with tags, but I have sold multiple Disney like Hot Topic pieces before, so I grabbed that. And then this is actually the last piece. It was kind of a small haul. I wasn't, we weren't there very long, only like 3 days and stuff, so, but this is Marine Layer, and this was $5.99, and I like this because it has like this nice little ruching on the side. And I think this is a good color for fall, so hopefully someone will grab it. Good layering piece and everything. So yeah, that is this whole haul. It is kind of small, but I hope you enjoyed the Thrift With Me footage, just so you can kind of see some ideas of pricing and stuff in that area. Definitely a lot higher than before when I lived in Columbus, Ohio, and then compared to Boston, it's even more than Boston. So yeah, pretty high prices, but I hope you enjoyed being able to look at that and everything. So Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.